Hello, welcome back to Hunter Tuned. Today, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I got so much shit to do, it's not even funny. But I did end up going to the junkyard yet again today, and I ended up picking up a set of injectors because a guy reached out to me and ordered a set of injectors off of my website, and he said he's got an '09 Chevy Silverado or something like that with the new body style motor and the new intake and the new fuel rails and whatever. And I said, I've never really messed with those. I've only messed with like the flex style up to, you know, 06 or whatever it is till the new body style kicks in, or 07, whatever it is. So I said, I don't really know what would fix or what would be good with those. And he said, you know, just give me the regular truck injectors. And he said he wanted something that like, was plug and play. So I was like, okay, let me run to the junkyard and see if there's any newer style injectors up there. And sure shit, there was. So this is a newer style injector out of like a new body style. There's the part number on it. This is out of like a work van, 09 work van. And I picked up a set of 8 of these, and I just wanted to see if they could be decapped. But as you can see, this O-ring here is a little bit different design, and the cap is like way on the inside of the injector here. So I don't think these are going to work, unfortunately. I did end up decapping one just for the hell of it, and I wanted to kind of experiment with it to see what was up. But this injector is shorter than the flex style, but is like the same size as the regular truck injector. So this is the new body style injector, and this is the flex style that I'm used to working with. And you can see that this one is a little bit shorter. But I don't know, it seems like it's, I don't know, maybe they take like a different resistance or something like that, because I put it in a flow bench here and it would like quit working halfway through the test. So I don't know what the deal is there. I don't know, this plug is a little bit different design too. I don't think that has anything to do with it, because it still plugs into the tester I got. Like these are just an older style plug, but I don't know. I'm just playing around with this stuff to start the day. Busy day. Busy day. I also got a guy that's up in Neenah, which is like 20 minutes north of me, and he's got a set of slicks that he wants to sell me. He's got a set of wheels and tires with like good shape M&H drag slicks 26 by 10s on a set of 4-lug Mustang wheels that he's going to sell me for like $100. So I'm going to go get those. So I got another pair of slicks because I don't think these ones are going to last that long, and I'd rather have a spare set. I also have a guy that has a set of Mustang seats, like factory ones, and he said there's no gangster lean on them and the backrest and everything is good to go. So I might go pick those up because he said he'd pretty much give them to me as long as I, you know, dropped them off a 6-pack. So I might go do that, get those seats so we can throw different seats in this thing, flow some injectors, ship out a couple orders that I got, and yeah. So anyways, thank you for all the support on the website, guys. I'm plugging it again. I know you can fucking hate me all you want, but this is crazy. I did not expect this many orders and all that stuff. I wanted to verify with you guys that I'm running low on Hunter Tune stickers. I still have mint stickers in stock, so I have blue, black, gray, and white, I think, for mint stickers. And then the Hunter Tune stickers, I have like pink, green, yellow, and white, I think. I'm not sure. Injectors, I'm pretty well stocked up on, so you guys can order injectors now, 4 or 8 of them. I also got a guy that sent me a set of 8 injectors that he sent me a bunch of regular injectors. And he said, hey, if I send you injectors, can you just flow them for me and then send me back a set that is flowed? And I said, right on, I'll do that. You know, a discount if you send your own injectors in, obviously. So I got to do that. Yeah, so I just got a bunch of injectors and shit I got to do. Not going to really film any of that stuff because I've done it before on the channel 100 times. I'm just going to get a bunch of them flowed up. And, oh, I also got a package here from JBTune. If you guys haven't heard of JBTune, you guys probably don't watch a lot of YouTubers, because this guy has been helping the Honda community out like no other. This guy I have mad respect for just because of what he's doing for the community. JBTune is they deal a lot with like fuel lines and, you know, brake line tucks and fuel line tucks and all that kind of stuff. And JBTune actually reached out to me and said that he would send me over their custom fuel pump hanger setup. So JBTune ended up sending over a bunch of Dash 8 hose here, and then his fuel line kit that converts the stock stuff, like the stock hanger, and you can convert it over to Dash 8 or -6AN, and then it also has like a return fitting here, a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna do this in another video. I want to dedicate a specific video to doing this in one video kind of thing. I want to do like a review and install of this product. So I'm not going to really spoil that, but I did want to give a huge shout out to JBTune for hooking it up. He sent me a t-shirt and a banner and some stickers and his business cards. This guy is like professional as shit. Like, you guys think, I don't know, but this guy he's got a super nice logo. He's got super nice business cards. Like, this guy's legit. He's the real deal, dude. Real deal guy right here. Now, a lot of people out there may think like I'm professional or something like that, and I'm far from it. Especially with like LS stuff, I don't really know, like for the Mustang here, for like the 5.3s and 6 liters and all that stuff. I just started doing this like a year ago or a year and a half, and I got the gist of everything going here, but I want you guys to know that I'm not like an expert. I'm not an expert tuner, and I'm not an expert engine builder or anything like that. I'm just doing what I've been doing for my own stuff and showing you guys that hey, it works and whatever. I'm obviously not a dyno tuner. I don't have a dyno, so like all the stuff that I say is just hearsay of what I personally think, and I'm just kind of voicing my opinion. So if anybody has issues, just remember that I am not a professional, and I don't try to come off that way. So if I do, I apologize. But I'm just trying to, be a normal dude out here that's just building shit and going fast and having fun. Hopefully my videos help you guys, and hopefully the the tuning and stuff that I do offer to you guys and show you what I'm doing helps you. I know it helps a lot of people out, so I continue to make them for you guys. Also, I had a subscriber of mine actually reach out to me a couple months ago, and he wanted to send me an impact wrench. He had a Milwaukee Impact, and he wanted to send it over to me just because he said, he's like, dude, I'm sick of using a breaker bar. I would love to pay it forward and see if I can send you over an Impact that would actually work. Well, he actually reached out to me and said, hey man, you ended up picking up an Impact. He kind of wanted to pay it forward to the channel of some, in some way, shape, or form. And I said I didn't really need an Impact anymore because I got the new Earthquake XT and I'm liking it. So he ended up paying it forward in a different way and just kind of wanted to donate to the proceeds here at Hunter Tuned. And I cannot thank him enough. It's freaking crazy, dude. Shout out to you, man, Joseph, and I'm speechless, man. It's just crazy that you guys are helping me out like this. The only thing he kind of asked of me is that he wants me to pay it forward and help somebody else out. So we might be doing a giveaway on the channel, or just kind of helping somebody else out too, just to kind of pay it forward for all the good deeds. If you do a good deed for somebody, they might do a good deed for somebody else. Shut the hell up. Stupid air compressor. But if you kind of pay it forward to somebody, you expect them to pay it forward some more. I mean, I've had instances like this at Starbucks even, where like, the guy in front of you in the drive-thru will pay for yours behind you, and then you can pay for the person behind you. Just because, even if it's not like a huge thing, it still makes somebody's day and, gives positivity, and that's awesome. So I'm just going to try to spread love and peace and positivity to everybody, and hopefully you guys will pay it forward as well. Alright, so I'm back on the camera now, and got some stuff done today. Kind of crazy, but anyways, so I got all my injectors flowed that I needed to get flowed for the day, and now I am working on my Civic. And the ECU, normally, like, if you got a Honda, you ain't a true Honda owner unless your ECU is sitting on the floor. Isn't that right, Michael? Where's your ECU?
Both of them are on the floor.
It sits right on the floor.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a true tuner spirit right there. You leave the ECU right on the floor because you're always messing with it. Especially when you put, like, you go to one gas station, Z85, and then you go to another gas station, Z85, and then the tune changes a little bit, and you're like, Hunter, you need to fuck with my map. But anyways, I actually tucked my ECU, and I put it back. I put this little cover back on, and I tucked it all nice away so you can't see nothing. And I just have my cord running out here off the Honda. Now, I don't know if I want to integrate this into something where I can just have like a USB sticking out of somewhere. So if I had this hooked up, I could have the USB cable come out where the cigarette lighter is maybe, or something like that, so I can just hook something into that when I want to tune, and then this cable won't have to just be sitting on the floor. But I don't know what I'm going to do with this quite yet. I also want to get a head unit for this thing because the stock radio, it works good, but you know, there's no CD player or nothing like that in here.
What, do you want me to launch it?
Launch it.
Oh, fuck. It's like, I gotta fix my seat cord.
Oh, you're good now? Good for one more launch?
Yep.
All right. Wop, 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 wop. All right, so we ended up taking the seat out of the Mustang, and we tried to fix it because a lot of the bolts were actually loose. So I was like, oh, maybe the bolts were just loose, and we'll throw it back in, and it'll be good to go. So we put it all back together after we tightened all the bolts we could get at, and I think the structure of the seat is just completely fucked. Look at that. It just like bends. Just bends. So she's totally tacoed. Like, I can't fix this seat. So I'm trying to find some Mustang seats. I don't know. I would like to get some like aluminum racing seats or something for it, but I don't know if the money's there right now. I know they're cheap, but I mean, if I can just find something for a case of beer or something, that'd be even cooler. Because there's one guy north of town here that said he's got stock seats, but I don't know how good the stock ones are. Guys complain about those too, so who knows? Who knows what we're gonna do here?
Oh, now you're gonna fuck your door up.
Oh, don't do that. I was just trying to do a funny.
Your paint looks funny now.
Yeah. Alright guys, so we are just kind of in the process of cleaning up my Civic now. Kind of just getting it ready. You know, when the car's cleaner, it goes faster, you know what I mean? And if you put a new radio in the car, it probably goes faster. And when you detail the interior, it probably goes faster, so...
Well, that just is nicer for you.
Yeah, it's just nicer for me. It makes me sleep better at night. But anyways, so we ended up pulling the Mustang back out of the garage, and it's back in its home. Just because I got to get some seats for it, because now the seat is completely fucked, because Michael really ruined it.
You told me I could.
What?
You told me I could.
I know. But anyways, I'm planning on picking up a set of seats for it, but I'm just in a dilemma if I want to put stock seats in it or if I want to actually find like a set of race seats. But whatever. Just going to leave that on the back burner for now. I'm planning on getting to that car again next week, but for the remainder of the week, I'm probably going to get back on the Civic and just going to kind of do some little things to it, put that fuel system in maybe, and you know, just some other small stuff. So to start, I'm actually going to be putting on the new fender, because this fender is completely tacoed, and I have a brand new one sitting right there. It's just not paint matched, but honestly I don't even care at this point. This one just looks terrible. So we're going to just hook up the new fender quick, and then we're going to put a new radio in the car too, because the factory one is the one that I have in there, and I can't stand factory head units. So just going to throw a cheap Kenwood in there, and we'll be all good to go. Alright, so we got the new fender installed onto the car. Looks a lot fucking better. It's just black and not red, just like the hood. So yeah, red and black for the win, I suppose. Hopefully this thing's all front on Saturday and we're beating whoever we're racing. Michael's just tearing apart my interior now to get this frickin' new radio installed. How the hell do you even do this on the Civic? Oh, it's okay. So to take the radio out, you gotta take these two screws down here out first, like right down here. Underneath there's two Phillips head screws. You already get those out?
Yeah.
And then there's a screw in the glove box somewhere. Peel the glove box back.
I want to push that side in.
Sure. There we go. Rip.
You're welcome.
Don't hide my paraphernalia, dude.
Oh, your 1997 owner's manual?
Yeah.
It tells you if you cannot drink or you cannot drive safely, wait until you're sober enough to drive.
Yeah. This is the fucking owner's manual for this car. It literally says, if you have to drive drunk, just be safe.
Basically.
Basically, that's what it says. It says if you have to drive drunk, what does it say, Michael?
If you have no choice but to drive, wait until you're sober enough to drive.
Yeah. Good thinking, Honda. Good thinking.
I'll read it. Oh, it's under the section, if anyone's curious. It's drugs and alcohol, I believe.
That's a section in the owner's manual?
Yeah. Remember I was reading it that one day?
Yeah.
Yeah, alcohol and drugs.
Alcohol and drugs.
Don't believe me, it's right there. Page 27. Welcome to story time. I'm Michael.
I should insert like a little fucking thing that says story time. How to do that.
Alright. Oh yeah, that's where I marked it. Alright.
Oh, you bookmarked it. Is that my insurance card? Some other dude? Okay.
It says, alright, so if you have no choice but to drive, stop drinking and give yourself lots of time to sober up. Time is the only thing that can make you sober. Things like coffee or a cold shower don't speed up the process.
I call bullshit.
Yep. If you see friends trying to get behind the wheel after drinking, stop them. Drive them yourself or arrange other transportation. If you think you are interfering, remember that your interference will keep them from sharing the road with you.
And that concludes story time with Michael.
Alright, back to the fun.
Back to work.
Back to the fun shit.
Alright, so you're just taking some screws out here behind the glove box, which takes off this bottom chunk of the interior.
We're a third of the way there.
A third of the way, he says.
Yeah. I gotta pop this panel. I need a screwdriver.
Don't you have one?
I mean, I guess I could try to use
Or
this.
do you need a flathead?
Yeah, I'm good. Flathead. Flathead would be nice. Yeah, just... Oh, sorry, viewers. That's probably how they used to do transitions back in the day. Alright, next clip.
Make sure you crack it when you take it off.
No, that's just the back panels. And then this one's screwed down here.
Damn, this interior is flossing.
Yeah, this has never been taken apart.
Dude, this car is like original as fuck. Besides the Turbo B20 VTEC under the hood.
Squad!
Squad! Stock block gang! Right?
Yeah, stock block 1000 mean a Honda makes 1000 at stock block?
I have no idea.
Because that would never fucking happen.
Not with stock sleeves.
We could try on a D-Series.
Fuck it, said it. So Michael was talking about next year with his tax return. He said he was going to buy gap insurance for his car. So he has a turbocharger on his car, right? But if he buys gap insurance, aka a nitrous kit, if he's losing a race, he can just call for gap insurance. Alright, so I'm going to speed this shit up. Alright guys, so we ended up taking the interior apart like you've seen, and had to take some of that stuff out so we could get the new stereo installed into the Civic here, and everything is working good. Hang on, Morse code is letting me know that the car's turning on. But yeah, I got the new radio in here, so that's pretty sweet. But everything is all back together now in the interior and is looking freaking snazzy. I'm very happy with how this car has turned out thus far. I mean, the only other thing that I would like to do to the car to kind of finalize it is paint. But I don't know if I want to paint the car or not. But I mean, now that I got this new fender on the front end, everything is looking way better. But definitely, you know, mismatched panels kind of sucks. But I mean, it still doesn't look bad at all, in my opinion. I didn't even like usually showing this side because that fender was all messed up. But now that that's all good, can show more of that side of the car without being embarrassed. Something that I may do in the future is I kind of want to get something set up for my Honda Accord now that the ECU is tucked away. I wanted to get this cord. This is the one that goes to the Honda that plugs into the laptop. I'd like to get something in the dash where I can mount a plug, and then I can just plug a USB cable into somewhere on the dash. I've seen a couple guys do that, and I've always thought it'd be cool to do something like that, but I've never done it. Otherwise, this cable just kind of sits on the floor, or I could, I could tuck the cable away, but even just having this cable on the floor like this is gonna drive me nuts. This is why I don't like really do body work or clean up cars and shit like that, because I get super picky with this stuff. I don't know. I literally could spend hours just like making every little detail count on the interior or making the body work nice, but I usually end up driving myself nuts. That's why I don't do it. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy this little short video, kind of update of trying to clean up my Civic, and hopefully we could do some more stuff with it tomorrow or the next day, and get that JBTune fuel line upgrade kit installed, because I feel like maybe that'll help us out, be able to turn the boost up a little bit higher. I kind of don't, I don't know if I'm going to put it in before I race on Saturday, because I'd like to see what the car will do as is, with like stock fuel regulator and stock fuel lines and everything like that, and see what it can cram out for drag times. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick video, and always remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow for another video. Have a good one.